Hi, this is me, Chess with Bill, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I'm not doing music tonight. Why? I have not found something new, and I've kind of gotten a little bit bored with the stuff that I have been playing. Not to diss any of the music that I've been playing. It's just I've kind of overplayed it. Um, so we're going silent tonight. You know I'm lying, right? Of course I'm gonna play some music. What? Of course. Of course. But before I do that, before I do that, Patreon. Hey, check this out. That's right. Bask in the glow of those hollowed names. Got James Johnston. Thank you a ton, James Johnston. James Johnston has been with us like the entire time, kicking it. Jumps on every so often. Always positive, always awesome. What else we got? Got Ember Ellaria. Hell yeah. And finally, some Natalia Cline. Dude, listen, the Patreon peoples, they keep us in business. So, just saying. Khalid, what's shaking, man? Talking to a little bit of the chat. This is going to be my little intro. My intro is going to consist of me saying hello, talking about the Patreon, how I'm going to lie to you about music, and then talking to the chat. And I'm giving myself 10 minutes to do this, so we have a little bit of time to talk. Khalid, what's up? Have you been playing some chess? And what's been going on? Meanwhile, I'm going to set some stuff up. That's right. Set up this music. Could I have done this before? Yeah, but I didn't. Check this out. This is going to be... Oh, yeah. I wonder if you guys can guess what this band is. I play them often. They are super cool, and they let me use their stuff, so I like them. Here we go. Let's see if my internet will let me play, actually. There it is. You ready?
What to do on a freight train or everyday fight? Make a midnight kiss with fantasy to hide. Take a twist on every day, an emotional fright. No space.
All right.
And flight. We're leaving Earth tonight. If they won't let you ride, but can't let go, as high as you are. To make a living, the computer knows you. The computer knows you lie. Everyone abused, one way or another. Understanding blind spot, or just because the other. Time to run. No one is justified. No excuse for this.
All right. Listen, all lowercase letters is awesome. You guys can check them out on Bandcamp and all that stuff, Spotify, etc., etc., etc. You definitely should. Okay. So, what are we doing tonight? I'm not going to lie. Am I tired? You know I'm tired. Let us do a unrated game with Khalid. Khalid is a new subscriber. And we've had some pretty interesting games. So I believe he played this last time. It's the Caro-Kann, right? That is the Caro-Kann, right? Now, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't, Caro-Kann is all about getting this bishop out. So we're going to do this. First game of the night. It's probably going to be a bit of a mulligan, to be honest with you. So I've noticed with my chess videos, I've toyed around with some strategies. Interesting. Lots of light square pawns. It blocks this light squared bishop. I guess he's protecting this d5 pawn. That's interesting. And going for the old fianchetto over there. So it's kind of like a Caro-Kann into a maybe a King's Indian defense. Am I totally off on that? I know that I don't know how these things go on. I think it's this. I can't tell. All right. I don't think my ears go that way. What the hell? All right, we're going this way. That must be it. It's clearly it. All right, so lots of dark square stuff going here. Obviously a castle. Could probably push this pawn. Is there anything I can exploit here thus far? Queen could come there. Kind of putting pressure on this. Could, of course, check for some reason. Don't really see any point of that. Coming here prevents this. Castling so that I can push the e4 pawn is nice. I think we're going to push d4. It opens up my queen a little bit, and the bishop gives this knight somewhere to go, I guess. You know, there's the classic. What? Someone's going to correct me. It's not literally the classic. It's just what I'm calling the classic. Right. So to castle or to pin the knight. I think either one would be fun. Shoo. Shouldn't have had that last beer. What? All right. We are going to put pressure here. You know, maybe coming to f4 would have been a little bit better. Why? I don't know. I don't actually know the principles that much, but I'm going to castle. Right? And so I get to make a decision. Do I take the knight or not? Let me start thinking. So other than connecting the rooks, my pieces are fairly aligned. So what do I see on the board? Queen is relatively pinned. I'm not going to talk through this right now. Let me actually think. I think I just stared. You know when you like wake up in the morning? I don't know why anyone wakes up in the morning. And you stare at a sock for like 10 minutes. It's pretty much what I just did. Like, oh yes, I'm looking at the board. I'm really not. Bishop is under attack. You know what? We're going to do this. Let's see what he does here. I still have yet to study up on the English. I play it too often. I should probably, you know, learn it. Other than just the starting moves. I'm going to write that down right now. Learn the English. Just says learn English. So the queen comes out. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, she comes out. I dropped a video saying smash the queen, which is, you know, mildly sexual, of course. And I got a little backlash from it. It just was funny. It was funny because in the game, my opponent, my foe, sacks his queen. And it was a really good sack. Come on. It's funny. All right, so I'm tempted to push here. Taking, yeah, it pushes pressure there, but then this comes, boom, boom. Okay, let me think. Let me think. I'm looking for pens. That's really what I'm doing right now. Action is in the center of the board. So my two temptations are pushing to attack the queen and taking here. I'm leaning towards this. But I'm wondering if maybe piling up on this is possible, and I don't really know how I'd do it, or even if I need to. You know, I am going to take here. I don't know why I'm looking to the chat here. Right, so the knight moves. Which gets rid of a defender on this pawn, which is fine. So pushing or taking. This activates his bishop, which I don't really want to do. This pushing there, of course, just straight up attacking the queen. Where does she go? She's got that square. She can move back, of course. That square and back. Not sure that square really helps the queen much. I mean, it does attack the knight. There's also this. I just think it opens up his position in a way that actually doesn't help me much. Don't think I can defend that pawn so easily. So I'm thinking about this, and then this. Thing is, my knight is kind of worth more than his bishop right now. So I could just push. Then again, he can take back, and then, you know, I'm going to do this. Just harry that, frustrate that knight a little bit. Well, that's me being a little stupid. He could just take it with the knight. Whoops. Well, shit. Solid. Okay, so if he takes my knight, I get doubled pawns. There's a backwards pawn here. I can defend. I'll have to review that and see what was the best move there. I kind of don't like what's going on here. We're going to do this. Is that the good pile up? Or is it this way? So after taking, I'm thinking maybe this move. Maybe E1. Possibly over here. It takes the C file. It takes the C file and it removes this pressure is what I'm kind of looking at in the future. But I do like this because it's near the king. Anything I'm just overlooking straight away. Of course I can attack the pawn there, but I think it's a rook move right now. Yeah, I can get this going on. We're going to go there. I don't know why my intuition says so. Jansen, what's shaking, dude? It's been a while. I see your logo is oh so pretty still. What's up, dude? Many moons, many moons. Oh, am I on Dreadlore? I'm on the wrong channel on YouTube. That's embarrassing. Let me see. Yo. 1v1 you? So this seems like a good square. If I go there, though, I get took. That's right. And I see. Maybe here is the move. Not really thinking too much about it, but we're going to go there. I don't see any auto pin there, so that's what we're going to do for present. I'm assuming something like this, or maybe a developing. I could probably gain space. Or maybe even take the C file. I think I'm worse here. Okay, so he's coming in. Oh, he's opening up his dark squared bishop to remove the C file is what it is. Now that this is unpinned, let's come here. I kind of did that for a couple reasons. We'll see if it was a good idea. Oh. What do I not see here? Okay. I feel like I'm about to get checkmated and I just didn't see it. I am the confused. I mean, it weakens my king real bad. But that's a queen sack right there. Or a mouse slip. Okay, he's going for it. I am not entirely certain I understand. Okay, so he's going straight for an attack, and then he'll have a discovered check. Sure. I could, of course, just take this guy. There's this. It's also just taken here, which might be better. It was a blunder. Yeah, I was gonna say, Khalid, I didn't quite understand. Okay. Well, I can still lose this game. I mean, I'm proficient at doing that. So this guy comes here, probably Do I want to come this way or do I want to attack this way? This is just a check, so I don't think that makes any sense. This, you move the rook, of course. And then where's my guy go? We'll take away this guy. I think that bishop has the most claws. This, so this, and probably that. Oh, he's just coming straight for attacking. Okay. Well, I'll check here. Which is probably what my move should have been instead of moving this knight. This is the big test of my my real skill, which is like non-existent. Right, so just taking out. Also coming this way. I don't know why I would just do that. Let me see. Is there anything I can immediately do? Of course, pawn, check, boom. I'm going to take this guy out. I don't see a reason of having that pawn there. Okay. So after moving this, then this kind of thing. What is the best way to do this? This king is oddly kind of sort of looking safe. Here I am, super tired. You're making me think about all this crap. Running me out of time. All right. This, no good. Let's just take here. There's that. Interesting. Here. You know what? I think I can do that actually, since I have this guy. Yeah. This is an obvious fork. Blah, blah. Check. You come down that way. You come back. There's also this. Takes. Boom. I don't need to necessarily lose this bishop is the idea. I kind of like the bishop there. Yeah, let's move the bishop back. Why not? I mean, I lose the... Oh, fuck. Yeah. That's okay. The pawn for the old check. I didn't... Eric, what's shaking up, man? Eric, are you new on the old stream? I didn't consider my opponent's threat for real. Yeah, what's shaking, dude? Right. That's kind of my whole jam, is not taking to account my opponent's threats. Oh, nice. He's got a cool little fork there. Again, not taking into account my opponent's threats. Um, we'll go here. Probably could move back. Okay, and then coming after this guy, I could just check here, yeah? Right? There's checking this way. And so he's got to come here. That way. Right, so... Yeah, Eric, how long have you been playing chess, man? So I was thinking this. Check, this happens maybe. Because he's got... it doesn't have that. Yeah, I had a couple moves there that were pretty silly. 10 years? Right on. I've been playing a really long time, and I should be so much better than I am. So the reason that we were in this position is because Khalid made it was like a mouse slip, which we're going to view right now. Oh, the analysis. Eric, what's your rating or whatever? All right, so it looks like Khalid had a blunder, which we know what it is. We both had great moves. Let's see how this looks really quick. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so this is all of our book moves. Interesting, it didn't like this go for the fianchetto trade-off. Yeah. There was his great move, and there was the blunder. So my great move is just taking the queen. Really? That's why you can't trust chess.com. It's like, you took the queen. Interesting. So I was attempting to figure out something here, right? Thinking like, oh, what am I going to do? And did not consider he could just take with the knight. All right, so let's try to retry this really fast. Not that. I want to retry this one. So instead of attacking his knight for no reason, I was thinking either pushing there or attacking here. I didn't like this because it just seemed to open up his position. So I was thinking that to put pressure on. Is there anything else that I could do? Getting this knight here looks uncomfortable, but I don't know where it goes after that. It does protect this pawn, right? Boom, let's say take. Takes, and then he kind of can't take back. And it does inadvertently protect that pawn too. I don't know. Maybe here as well is potential. What do y'all think? What's the move here? I don't think it's take. It's gonna be funny what it is. Is there any other thing that could happen? I don't think that's right now. Let's try. So you like the knight move, but you don't know. Let's try it. Let's go knight move, gaining a little bit of space. He's doing multiple things. So this is good. Protects the pawn and kind of centralizes the knight. Okay. Let's go here. So it says that's excellent because it's a pass pawn. But it's really not what the computer is looking for. Fuck, let's take. Okay. What's the answer? Surely it's not this queen move. I was thinking not the queen move because it opens up this square. What is the thing that I'm just completely missing? That the computer's like, oh my god, why can't you see it? Maybe it's losing the pawn, just giving up that pawn and doing something completely different. Like, haha! No, that's surely not it, because then this protects the square. I am not paying attention to this. I could just harry the queen. There we go. So, when in doubt, smash the queen. I'm just saying. It was a good title to a video. Maybe kicking the knight. See, Eric, that's what I did. So, my actual move was to kick the knight. But then they go here. See? Exactly. You were thinking right along the same lines as me. Because I was like, oh yeah, this looks pretty good. But they took with the knight. You see? I just didn't even think about it. And Khalid took with the knight, and I was like, ugh. Of course, knights can move that way. Knights are weird. Pretty much this entire position, I was like, maybe when should I do this? Not really knowing where the queen would go. Okay, so that's the move. Great. Let's go next. Plop, up, plop. Okay, so that's my great move. Take the queen. This is a miss. I definitely misplayed this part. You overlooked a better way to win material. Let's find out what that was. No, that's not what it is. What did I actually do? So he moves here to win material. I mean, it's a mistake. It's a mistake. So it's not a miss. It's straight up just a mistake. To win material. Put the queen there. It looks pretty dangerous. But I didn't know how to follow it up. Attacking here. Let's just go here. Let's go with the gut. Nope, that's a blunder. So let's find out what it is. It's the move I made later on. The obvious, hey, do a check, and then you can do all this other crap. So this moves the king necessarily here or here. And that's very bad, right? This is pretty close to checkmate. Shit. That's pretty gnarly. Even this is pretty gnarly, but I don't see a follow-up right off the bat. Okay. I get it. Pay attention to all the pieces. Right, I finally do this, and that's pretty much it. He actually fought quite a bit at the end, and I could have totally run out of time. It would have been hilarious. Okay, an interesting game, although, I won by a blunder. Yeah, see the whole board for sure, which I illustrated that I'm clearly not doing, like several times. Let's see. See, he attacks here. I move this out of the way, opening up. Okay, the attack. I saw that. But then he kind of pulls like a kind of cool move. I saw that this pawn was open when I moved this bishop, but didn't even think about the king, which is not a good way to play chess. Should have gone ahead and attacked. He does this. Solid. I block. Comes back. It wanted him to double up his rooks. Huh. Right, because now he can double up the rooks. So instead of moving back, come here. That's what it wants him to do. All right. Any other moves? Okay, that's it. Interesting. And if you look, we were pretty solid, dead even. save for this one move here. So his knight move here put him behind. What was he supposed to do? That's where he did move. I thought he was going to take this way. No, that would be terrible. What am I thinking? Interesting. It actually wants me to push there. So I do this. Where does he do with the knight? Or does he do something else? M. Jansen, you're now Jansen, you know, for everyone who's watching, Jansen is specifically the reason that I am 900 instead of 1100. Because he made an account that's like 300 elo. And then we're playing some game. It's immortalized on YouTube. We're playing some game, and I felt bad because it was like halfway through when we were like talking on the chat, and I was like, "Oh, we'll just draw," and I drew him. I was like 1100. He's like 300 or 400, and I lost so much elo. He trolled the shit out of me. I love Jansen. Jansen's awesome. We've actually had some pretty good games too. However, I have to go get coffee. So, I'm going to leave you all with a little bit of all lowercase letters and play a little bit of music for you. So give me just a second. Let me go make some coffee so that I can actually wake up. And all will be good in the world. I promise. That's what I tell myself every day. Eric, you say that you're elo around 1800. Solid, man. It's real solid. All right, let me pull this up. I'm so tired. Nothing is new about this, but it's the truth. All right. Is it going to play? Nope. I messed up. Come on now. This is some all lowercase letters. You can find them out on Spotify in the event you do that kind of thing. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Be back in just a second, guys.
Hesitate, demonstrate, and violate the mass. Quantitate, replicate, sublimate at last. Notice the feeling inside, forbidden meaning, worlds collide. Do ends justify? Can anyone see what's real hypocrisy? Call us effective. What waste of time. Evangelize, intimidate, annihilate the past. Their force is here to burn. I can't stop thinking about war. We could never learn. Hesitate, demonstrate, and violate the mass. Quantitate, replicate, sublimate at last. More than a feeling, inside, forbidden meaning. Worlds collide, collide, collide.
All right. Well, there's that. So you finally caught me streaming. You finally caught me screaming. What's up, man? Gaming with Sarav? Yeah, dude. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. And this is your real Elo, Jansen? You will win. And this is my real Elo. I don't know, Jansen. I have no idea what your real Elo is. Especially now. I don't want to do a rated game with you, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. Since the last time. Like, you got me so good. You got me so good last time. Let me see. Jansen, what's your name on here? Unrated? Yeah, I'll do you an unrated. I'm not gonna do a rated with you at all. I don't trust you. You cannot accept this challenge at the moment. Oh, it didn't let me do it. You'd be losing to 800s. Listen, Sarav, you can't be losing to my Elo. I'm just saying. You do that. All right, we got an unrated within Jansen. He's got a beautiful, beautiful little handle picture. Looks very similar. Is that me? Jansen, what have you been doing, man, lately? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Sarav, it's been forever. Jansen, it's been forever. I don't know what you guys have been up to. Let me see. We're going to go... Actually, I think I can move there first. I think I can move there first. TV. Dude, it's been so long since I've, actually watched TV. Which I know sounds pretentious. I've been watching YouTube, which is essentially the same thing. It's delicious, delicious coffee. Sarav, you normally sleep at this time. Really? Why? Alright, so I'm seeing this and then this eventually. But before any of that happens... Let me think for a second. I'm not thinking. I think it's actually okay. You had some work, Surov. Yeah, what time is it? You say you're normally sleeping at this time. Where you are in the world, about what time is it? You know, you sleep late and you need some sleep at the time. I see. I see. You sleep late. Hmm. So interesting. There's an idea of bringing the knight here. So if I take, then this takes, and my king side is sort of screwed up, although he does that for an entire piece, which is pretty gnarly. You like the chat, Jansen? You forgot this was rapid. You play too much Blitz. Indeed. Yeah, dude, Blitz is... I don't do Blitz. 2:54 p.m., Khalid. Oh, I see. Dude, afternoon naps are the way. I wish we did more of them in the States. This screws me up. I think I can just continue developing here. Yeah, man, I sleep at odd times. I mean, obviously it's 2:25 in the morning over here. So if I'm not careful, I'll stay up till like 5 o'clock. I was actually talking to one of my buddies in my acting class today, and they were like, "Dude, I will wake up." This is what my buddy was saying. He was like, "I will wake up at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and you're still playing chess." I'm like, "That's right, dude. I go deep. I go strong." All right, so I'm thinking the castle here. Let's say, I don't know. There's this weird attack. Maybe it's okay. Am I okay with this? Let's say he does this, trying to fork these guys. I take here, he takes, this happens. I mean, he is just losing a piece, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think a castle is the way, probably. Especially with these two here. Yeah, we're going to get the king out of dodge. I don't really like the idea of all these pieces being in the center of the board, but I don't know, maybe actually this, perhaps even here, leaves behind this backwards pawn. This, I mean, he can just move his knight out of the way. I can put pressure on the queen, but then that just encourages this guy. I would like to develop these pieces. So where do they go? Or what's going on in the center that I can exploit? I've got boom, boom, and it releases that. So let me think. Dang, that's hot. Whew. Yeah, boy. I need to play more. I need to study more of the dragon and the English. Those are the two openings I always do, and you know, a lot of this stuff is theory that I have studied, but I forget, and that doesn't help anybody. Actually, it kind of hurts you. It's almost better to know none of it, just know the principles of chess, and know none of the theory whatsoever. I guess we'll go here. Because it's so easy to get confused. You know, be like, oh yeah, never move the E pawn, ever, ever. But actually, you should move the E pawn if it makes sense. Or whatever it is. The F pawn, I think, is maybe a better example. So what do I do after, unless I'm just missing something after that? Maybe here, this happens. Yeah. So, yeah, I can take, but moves the queen there. I probably have a kingside attack coming. What happens here? Huh. He's got 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, so that's not very good. And this line is nice, but I don't think I can exploit it yet. Takes, gets taken back. That's no good. So I could double up on this thing. Maybe like so. Do I want to take out that bishop? I've also got this pawn here. Be careful with the time. We'll come here. I know it blocks in the bishop. I know. But I think the bishop goes somewhere else. At least I imagine that. Actually, maybe a6 is a move that I'm just ignoring completely. Because I'm impatient. Because I'm impatient. So I had a whole idea here. Maybe a little premature. Yeah, I think actually doing this is bad. Maybe. Not necessarily. It depends on what he does. Okay, so he moves back. Saving the bishop. Okay. And opening the queen up for a thing. This just looks like I'm begging to be attacked. Although that pawn is a little bit weak right now. Right now, I should say. This square could be protected that way. Let's do that. Just because I'm low on time. Attacking the knight. Right on. Back or forward? We'll go there. It's got some gnarly threats. I'm assuming Johnston will attack and try to open up those pawns. So what do I want to do here? Okay, so he's lining up the queen. Interesting. I'm thinking about this. That loses straight away to that, right? This. Maybe here. No. This. Comes there. I really don't have this. Maybe that. Gotta make a move. I will take that. I don't like the hell that I'm allowing here. Kind of see what he does. What do I do after that? Okay, so he slides over there. Okay. So this was my idea. I think that works. I kind of have to calculate it a little bit faster than I'm normally used to. Got this backwards pawn, which I don't like. I'm assuming I just invited this. Okay, I didn't. He just attacks that way. Interesting. Let me see. I think this still works. We'll see. I think. Could be really, really, really wrong. Maybe not as good as I thought it was. Yeah. Right. So I did have a plan here, but I think I just miscalculated it. Moves the queen over. He takes that way. I don't think this is a great move. I was thinking about taking there, but I actually don't think it's a great move. Let's just be a little ballsy. I'll move back. I don't like doing that, but let's do it. Jansen says he is processing everything. That's terrifying. Okay, so moving the old dude back. Fine. I have 1 minute. I don't like this move, but I'm going to make that move. Hmm. Taking the old backwards pawn. Okay. I think I'm about to get checkmated. Maybe not. Okay. Need to make sure I don't get fucked. 30 seconds is not a lot of time. Yep, I'll check. Or I will trade. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't mean to make that move actually. Not that it matters. Yeah. Not great. Oh, that was stupid. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Well, Jansen, you were right. You got it. Yeah, see, 386. Jansen says he's 386. That is not his elo. There's no way. Yeah, we didn't do very well on the end game. But yeah, dude, why is your elo 386? No way. My elo is 920, and if you actually were a 386, there's no way, unless you don't play rapid. Like you're playing as strong or stronger than me. Like you pretty much, I mean, you kicked my ass. Like you were winning that game. I don't believe it. I think that there's a lot of people that create second accounts and that they really like winning, and so they have an elo that is lower than what they are. I mean, people nowadays are better at chess than they ever have been. This is pretty uncontested, right? You see, you lose from time. I'm just saying, if you're actually playing people that are your rating, what's smurfing? Oh, is it acting like something you're not? Is that what it is? If you're actually playing people that are your elo, you absolutely would at least be 900, 1,000, at least. Because I'm sure that you made blunders just like I did this game, but I mean, you didn't make any super foolish mistakes that I could capitalize on. Yeah, there's a lot of smurfing people. I would say Jansen, I'd say you're smurfing pretty hard. All right. You know what? Unfortunately, my game review won't work. I don't know, dude. I played you a lot, and you have improved a ton. Because our previous games, you would play pretty solid the first, like, maybe 10 moves, and then make, like, 3 big blunders. Parth was shaking, dude. Jansen just really good physically. Dude, it was a good game. I think that was the best game that you and I have played. I mean, our end game was absolute dog shit, but you kicked my ass. I think there was once that I was like, I feel like I actually have a pretty good deal here. Actually, here we go. Well, you can't see it. Hold on. Let me move my fucking. How do I do it? There we go. Swing. Yeah, check this out. So, it says I'm the one who made all the blunders. Then again, I can't really review the game. But it seems like I had a really good advantage about middle way through that I didn't know how to capitalize on. And then I was winning, yes, but I just lost on time, big time. And yeah, so we do the dragon. It does not like this. This might be the move. At any rate, I did this. Oh, it actually wants... Interesting. Really? It wants me to push e5 here. So that's just straight up Sicilian stuff. I wanted to play the dragon, so I played the dragon. I'm always terrified with this pawn structure. I know it's like the Botvinnik or whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, I did this. It is good for me to review this. Normal Sicilian, knights come out. It likes e5. Fine. Didn't do that. Here we go. Pretty standard stuff. It likes attacking and just exploiting these squares. Shite. I definitely did think about attacking here. I just thought the pawn would come out. So, what is this? I guess it moves back the bishop. It says bishop g5 or forward the bishop to prevent this. And then I suppose it comes here to attack this guy. Not sure. All right. Attacking here. I thought this was pretty good for me. At this point, I was starting to lose it a little bit. Not really sure. I need to review the King's Indian defense. Not saying that that's what this is, but it reminds me of the attack that kind of goes on. Let me write this in my notes. I have such haphazard notes going on. Just a second. Study the English. Hold on a second, Khalid. I'm studying. Study the English. And the kid. And then, of course, the dragon. I mean, those are the ones that I use, like, so much. I really should know them, like, backwards and forwards, and I don't. Because I'm a lazy man. Okay, where did I screw up? I did not see this attack. I mean, I saw that it was nice, but I'm not really seeing the patterns. So this needs to be a snapshot. This pattern, how to progress with it. This is something I need to figure out. I'm going to make a note of when this is in the stream. That's right. I'm notating it. It's going in the notes. It's right about 1 hour, 10 minutes. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Keep on going. All right, fine moves. Takes. I'm glad that that was a good move, taking this bishop out. It wants me to do the fork and unleash this stuff. I knew I was screwing up after this move. Okay, so I do the fork. Could have taken sacking. Interesting. Sacking the bishop, but taking out that knight, forcing. Oh, I didn't see this damn diagonal. It's a forcing move. Derp. I saw me taking here and him taking there. Which that isn't even the bestest of things to do, but whatever. Okay. He should have been coming at this fork, which I was actually scared about. This kind of thing. Yeah, this is fine. He comes back, and this is the blunder, or the first blunder. So, at this point in the game, I thought, is this a point where I need to be saving the knight and just dropping my ego and being like, listen, just drop back, try to consolidate? Clearly not. Or allow the knight to be sacrificed, because if he takes with the pawn, this is pretty gnarly. So taking out that knight would have been good. Should have taken with the knight. Cool. I'm glad that the queen trade was good, because I wasn't really sure. White is winning right now. And yeah, I thought he was just going to hammer down. So this is bad. I'm just retreating. And my king's wide open. Forced. That's a blunder, of course. And I just have no time. Like, this game is really over. Which, I mean, he knew. Like, we could just make a ton of moves, and it's just all shit. Okay. All right. You say play. That's hilarious. Hold on a second. Just a minute. Just a sec. You guys want to talk about it first, you know? All right. I'll play this other game. Let me open up the, let me do this and make my little thing happen. That's right, my thing needs to happen. Right, Caro-Kann again. Jansen, you say you don't play much. Yeah, man, you're definitely higher elo than that. Definitely. Okay, did not like this move. I forget the move that it wanted me to do. Was it this? What was it? I forget. This is literally the same game, and I can't remember. It's not the fianchetto. I know that. We're gonna go here because I can't remember. Shit. I still don't think that's necessarily the problem, but whatever. Well, son of a bitch. See, Jansen, I wish the only reason that I wasn't as high of an elo is because I didn't play too much. Actually, so to take with this guy or to take with this guy? Or maybe even come here instead. He takes. I have a check. As I come down here, he just blocks this way, right? Hold on a second. What happens after this? Let's say he takes the knight. Okay, well, there's this, and I gain a rook. You know, this might be bullshit, but I'm gonna go for it. Might as well do a big ol' streak of getting screwed. I might as well. God damn. I said, God damn. Right, so he pushes there. I still have the attack that I was trying to do, which is this. All right. Let's review that so that, well, let's review it. Oh, look at this guy. I mean, Khalid, listen. You know I didn't know that it was a checkmate, right? Hey, Buckmud, what's checking, dude? Look, guys, I'm always going to be honest with you, okay? I was going for the rook. I had no clue. I had no clue. I knew it was good for me. Like, I knew that it was a good position, and I was like, oh, I think I can do a thing, and it's going to be really, really good. But, like, I didn't realize it was checkmate. So, we're going to learn, because I'm pretty sure I could fall for this. All right, so we go here. Typical stuff, Karakan. Buckmud says, yeah, see, I thought it was the sacrifice, too, of the rook. And you had those two pawns coming down, and I was like, I don't know. So no one saw it. That's hilarious. Buckmud says, you didn't see the mate, but the instinct was perfect. Right, man. But both Khalid and I were like, wait, is what the game's over? What? What just happened? Right. Okay. Here. It says that your move is good. It's not the best move, but it's good. Okay, I come here. It actually just says this is good. It's not a great move. It doesn't like this move. And then, of course, like, basically this is a trick, apparently. Okay, so it's a trick. If you push the pawn, boom, you get tagged. So what are the actual moves you're supposed to do here? Right? I appreciate that, Buckmud. All right, these are good moves. They're not, or I should say they're excellent moves. That one's fine. It doesn't like this. Really. So what does it want? What do you want? I mean, surely you save the knight, right? This check. And come back here. Maybe that's it. Seems a little bit more active. Actually, it tells me what to do. Yeah, A4. Right. So maybe here, or probably here for the... Oh, no. Oh, the queen C... Or knight C6. Blocking. And now I think I can take. Or I can get this guy out of dodge. Now, if I take... Yeah, he can't take back. He could take back this way, actually. So we're equal. I'm up a pawn. He takes this way. Equal. Boom. Boom. I don't really like that because his knight is here ready to get this. That doesn't seem so great. It says B5. So doing this now. Unpinning the king. And tripling up on this guy. D7. X-raying the queen for when all this goes down. And now finally, this goes down. And because I have 1, 2, and you've blocked it, you kind of can't take back. So E5. I bet this game has been played 100,000 times. But that's like so tactical. You know, it's like, just kidding. Ooh, and now you lose. I wonder if it'll let me. Okay, I'm going to do that all again. Hopefully you guys don't get pissed off about it. Boom, boom. It doesn't like this. It wants me to just go D4. That's the book move. You've taken the caro out of my con now. I didn't play the Caro-Kann. Let's say I go there. He pushes. Get the queen involved, right? Comes here. Don't be afraid of this. Knight comes out, doubling up. This is the best move. Knight can come here. Doesn't this happen? Why doesn't that happen? Oh, because then I just take your knight. Right, there we go. So that's kind of how it starts. Knight kills c6, okay. Probably the bishop kills, attacks here. Now where does the queen go? All the way back? She can get attacked in a lot of different places. h4. Really? Going for the queen trade. Because I'm up a pawn, I suppose? Or maybe there's just no other good place for her. Look how wacky this game is. Khalid, you like how I analyze the game? I appreciate that, man. I know some people have been like, dude, you take way too long to analyze the game. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to figure it out. It's interesting. So I think in this position, I would probably come all the way back. Or maybe even put my queen there. But it's like, no, come all the way over here. I wouldn't like this move because I'd be like, okay, well, what about that? Granted, you're moving the f-pawn. And as Ben Feingold says, never do that. The engine says to do it. Obviously, the queen trade. Moving the knight out, although there's a pin there. And then, you know. It's pretty wacky. So, f6. Okay, just gives you a pawn chain. Queen trade. Or queen c7. Interesting. I was thinking this. I was thinking the pawn comes up. Maybe that's just premature without the knight out. So let's go with the f6 just because it's sexy. Right? Once e3 here. Yeah, at this point, I would be like, oh, my queen is offsides. What am I doing? Yeah, I can check. This happens. And then kind of what do I have? Right? It likes e3 or queen c4. Look how many times this queen is moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just, it's like the queen's like, like, all around the board. The whole time, I'd be like, I'm not developing anything. Oh my god. I've moved one pawn. It's gone. It's dead. My bishops are completely useless. I have a piece out. But no. Move the queen back to c4. Wouldn't you just attack the queen, though? Or start prepping or something? Yeah, bishop e2. Wait, bishop e2, what? Oh, that's my turn, I see. So if I go e3, what am I trying to say? Getting the bishop a little bit of room, as well as maybe prepping this. Where the hell is this bishop going to go? d7. Going for a queenside castle, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah, look at these sexy queenside castles. And then they disappeared. Bishop e2. Bishop e2. That's me. So I'm going to castle. 97. Jack. No. I've never seen this before. And then castle, of course. That seems pretty natural. The interesting thing here for me is, if you're playing black, how do you unwind? Like, you've got your pieces in just seemingly an unnatural state. And how do you unfold so you're not just screwed tactically? All right, so now it wants this h5 check. Is it not the same thing like this? Maybe I'm just not seeing something. Right. G6. H3. What? I mean, there's the relative pin. Also, G4. Same pin. Although, if you move here, the queen can get attacked. And then there's knight kills E5. So I could kill E5. If you take, then I could take the queen back. Don't I lose a knight? Hold on. Knight kills E5. F pawn kills E5. Really? I was thinking, so it's saying this and this. But I was thinking if I come here, why wouldn't he just take my queen? I mean, he's up a pawn. Oh, I guess I have this, and then he can't castle. All right. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of game that I'm just... It highlights what I don't know about chess. You see, I'm getting faster at the analysis, but I don't notice. Good. Good. I'm glad for that. Haha. All right, I'm going to hit some puzzles. I'm going to do a little bit of puzzling and then go to bed. It's been a couple good games. But first, foist. Let me make sure this thing actually works. Boom. All right. Yeah, let me do a couple puzzles. And we'll rock and roll. I still have coffee. But it's 3 in the morning, so. Ha! Alright, so it's white to move. As I have been doing, as I've been attempting to do, I am first looking at the board before making any moves, before making any sort of tactical hooba-jooba. I'm just looking at the board and trying to get a feel for what is the board telling me? What's it telling me to do? Right. So you're going to get it. You're already going to know what the answer is. I'm lying. I feel like this is the answer. Okay. I did not do at all what I said I was going to do. Whatever. So this is probably the push. So if I push here, this bishop is absolutely pinned. The king can't go anywhere here. I got to make forcing moves. Do I have to make forcing moves? This is going to be a fork on my king and my queen. A forcing move. That'd be a pretty forcing move. So let's say I push. I mean, it looks really bad for the king, but... Sorry. He's got this knight here. That's going to give me the juice. So I move away. Let's say he takes my queen, and I'm like, haha! Now I have a queen. Take that. King. King moves there, and I'm like, haha! Check. Yeah, he's out. Son of a bitch. My life. So, what forcing moves do I have here? This sacks the queen immediately. Solid move. Sack the knight. That's not a knight. Sack the rook. He takes. Okay. I read you. Now, if my queen comes here, I might be in checkmate. What? Let's see what Khalid says. Say rook f8. Looks like that's it. Boom. And the queen downtown. Coming downtown. Boom. black to move. What is on the board? Let's check out the board real quick. So this rook, this nasty, dirty rook, is X-raying my king. That son bitch. I'm black, right. So these guys are doubled, which is cool. I could move there, right? Which means he's in check. He's forced to do that. All right. Fine. It's fine. Then what do I do? Now what? Also, mind you, I'm assuming that's a queen. So can I do this like weird ladder mate thing? If I check him here? I have lost games because of this. This pattern. There's also this check, but you know that happens. So it's the same difference, right? I think the other move is check, which I've got to keep him in check for right now. Although if the queen comes here, he's got to make a second move to get me. So let's say I check him here. He probably moves this way. So I can check him here. He can move that way. And I could check him here. And see, he just keeps on moving here, and I'm screwed, right? So check. What is the pattern here? It would be sexy to do this and then be able to get this rook. That pen would be really nice. So maybe I check him. Right? Say he moves there. I check him. He goes there. Great. If I check him this way, he moves up. This is exposed. Yeah, I don't necessarily see how that's good for me. The rook coming here seems like a problem. Let's say I take out this pawn. If I take out the pawn and he gets a queen, I can check. Let's say he just moves this way. I've got my rook and my rook. That doesn't seem to work. At least if it works, then I don't see it. I like how his king is cornered. I can check him. He can move either way. And he can't block it. Right? But how do I check him in a way to where he's got to move his king and he loses a rook? Right? Or he gets checkmated. Other than that, anything else I'm missing? This, that, and this. Could also cut him off from this pawn. So let's say I do this. He gets a queen. Now I have him checked here. He's got to move that way. My two rooks are here. His king is there. What can I do? Right? Because I'm on kind of the wrong side. So maybe this isn't the right way. Maybe it's just this. He's got to do this. So there's a forcing move. I like forcing moves. Check, boom. His rook cannot move. So I could come here, but he does this. Check him, of course he can do that. Check. rook's there, come here, he can come out. Takes, and then I'm going down. So I don't know this pattern. Other things I could do. I could just attack his rook, right? I do have one move. If I attack his rook comes there. Or he gets a queen. I take, and then it's all over. There, he gets a queen. Yeah, I've got to force him to do stuff. Now, I know the chats. You've already figured it out. Y'all already know. I know you know that I know that you know. I know you know. I know you know. I already know. I know. But I don't know. Yes, I could stop the queen from being made. He takes, or he gets a queen, I take. This happens. All right. Check, and then he blocks. And it's still bad news bears for the dog. So what is the issue? The issue is that he can move his king out of the check. I need to get him to a corner with my rooks. Actually, what does it look like? What does the mate actually look like? Instead of me trying to like figure all this shit out, it looks like his king is there and I've got two rooks right there. Right? That would be mate. Or his king is there and I've got that without his rook. So this sort of ladder mate. Or, but how would I get him like this? Like his king is sitting there and I'm like, hey, check. He just moves out, right? That didn't work. So how do you get that position? You know, I actually don't know. Like if you had the king here and then two rooks, that would be checkmate. But I'm not really sure how to do that. Or if it's possible. Is that possible? Is that possible? Oh, Bill, my young Jedi, you see? Don't know. Take that. You should see me do my practice stuff. I'm like, okay. So what I see, it seems I've got to check him. I do like the idea of pinning his rook. Maybe with this one, because since it's kind of far away. I don't know. If he gets to this pawn, he can get on the other side of it. You know, check here. Is that what it is? Is it this? And then if he moves this way, I've got that. Okay, so he can't move that way. Check here. If he moves this way, I think he has to move that way. Check. He moves that way. I can come back. He'd move back this way. That seems like a draw to me. Seems like a draw. Dead draw. So what does the chat say here? You say H1, E1, F8. H1. All right, let's try it. That didn't work. Rook F8. Yeah, that seems to be it. Right, so he comes there. Rook f8. Rook f8, f8, queen d8. What? I don't understand that. Khalid, what are you saying? You say rook 8f. What? Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know what that means. I figured this. Okay. There's take, but takes doesn't seem the right way. Here doesn't work. He comes out. F8. I'm. Oh, you mean come down here? Really? Okay, I will push there. Yeah, I don't think that's it at all. I don't have an F pawn for F8. Unless you're talking about the king moving that way. Or are you talking? Yeah, I don't know. This move is a forcing move. It makes his dude go. Okay. His dude got to go. So what am I not seeing here? There's this if he queens. Check. He's out this way. He's here. Rooks are there. I still don't see it. I mean, I could take, and I've got a king and a rook versus a king and a queen. When you say F2, you're talking about this right here. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I don't see how that works. I feel like I was talking and I actually did figure this out. So I just moved the rook. I can move back. That's wrong because he can just move straight back. Could take. He comes here. Doesn't make any sense. There, doubles up. His king gets out. Here, king takes. You say, Jun, Zitun. What's up, man? Zitun, dude, I know. I'm extremely tired. And honestly, I screw up the two rook king thing often. I don't know this pattern. So when this popped up, I was like, you guys are going to see me struggle real bad. It's a pattern. If you know it, you know it. It's like a riddle. If you know the answer to the riddle, it's obvious. But, you know, I'm trying to figure it out. But I don't see it. I do not see it. I can move here. Well, no, I can't. Moving there, the rook can't move because the rook isn't doing anything. It's absolutely pinned, but the king can move. Right? So that doesn't help me. I can check the king. Oh. That's what it is. Because I'm one step ahead of the queen. Right. Why is that hard? That's hard for me. Okay, so I take. Here, here, and then here. Jeez. Lord almighty. Let me look at that again. I need to remember this. Oh my god. So because it's on the H file, or the A file, right? And it's my turn. I can pin the king, so it's absolutely pinned. I can take. He's got to take. Boom, boom, boom. Let me do that one more time. Can I actually do it this way? I don't think so. Because if I do it this way, he comes down there. I take, and then this guy's in the wrong spot. So it's got to be this. And what I'm looking for is the relation. Motherfucker. I'm looking for the relationship of this, right? Okay. Boom, absolute pin. I got that. And here I am trying to like fuck around this way. No. No. King's gotta move. Bam, bam, bam. Oof, oof. Whew. Dang, dude. Zeton, look for a skewer. Thank you. It's a skewer. That's what it's called. The skewer. God. Lord Almighty. All right, let's try another one. Let's do another one. Why? I need to work in the morning, but we're gonna play some chess. All right, so it's white to move. It's always white to move. These are my pieces. I'm so tired. I need to stop. Where's the white? It's white to move. I just said it. I just said. This is how tired I was. I was like, oh, it's white to move. These are my pieces. It's wrong. I'm the white pieces. Wow. Okay, so this is not the good move because they got a bishop coming along. Before I start going into tactics, what's on the board? What's on the board? Okay. So my knight is hugging the king. All right. He's got this bishop chilling out, protecting this square. Okay. He's got these two rooks that could potentially be a problem. And this queen that could potentially be a problem. Ways I can check. I can check this way. Which he can't defend these two squares because of my knight, right? So if I check this way, he can block, but I can always get ahead. So I think this is it. Okay. White to move. Therefore, I am white. Ah. Whoo. Whoo, doggy. Jamie's chess. Dude, Jamie's chess. What's up, man? Have you been on here before, sir? If you have, I apologize because I don't remember. If you have, great, I'm glad you're back. If you haven't, I'm glad you found me. And it looks like you might have a channel of your own, which I'm assuming is called Jamie's Chess. Am I correct? All right. It's white to move, ergo. I've got a lot of crazy pieces just hanging out. What do I see? What do I see? What is being seen? I don't see an immediate attack on my king. Well, what am I seeing? What am I thinking? There's a check that does go there. Okay. And the queen's kind of got this going on. The knight can be a little squirrely, and the knight is kind of coming after this thing. Also, the bishop could potentially put pressure on. All right. Other things. Well, my pieces are all over that ass. This doesn't work because he's got a defender. But that is a check. This is also a check. Off the cuff, I'm assuming it's like a sacrifice here, maybe. And then maybe one of these shenanigans. So like take, this takes, because it's forced to do so, and then check. he can block, but then I can come there. I think that's it. Oof, oof. Okay. Bam. Asa. Indeed. Welcome, Jamie's Chess. Thank you for jumping on. Zeton, you say Khalid. Maybe don't spam the answers. What's... Oh, it's all good, man. Because when I'm doing the puzzle, I don't really look at the chat until... Basically, I look at the chat when I'm ready to give up. Or when it's like, I'm asking. So I'll be like, hey, you know, what do you guys think? Because I can't figure it out. So I'm fine with you guys posting answers on there. I'm just not going to be looking until I'm ready to look. All right. But I appreciate both of you for, one, helping out, and also for kind of like having the etiquette and that kind of stuff too. Well, what I immediately see is this to sack my queen immediately. Because, I mean, if you're not willing to sack the queen, why are we even doing this? All right. White to move. Where's my king? My king is here between all of these pieces. My knight is hanging out, protecting things. So is the bishop. So the knight is protecting this square. Bishop is protecting this square from this guy. What else do I got going on? Checks that I see. There's a check here. It might be mate, actually. I think that is mate. Yeah? Is there a way for him to get out of it? I think that's it. All right. Good. Yeah, Zeton, don't worry about it, man. Or Zeton, yeah, it's all good, dude. It's all good. Sorry, I just lost my concentration big time. I was like in space there for a moment. Black to move. Hell yeah. So what do I see? I've got an absolute pin on this pawn. Pin on the pawn, on the pin, a pawn. I've got this knight move, which forces a king maneuver up there because my rook is hanging out, being a diak. Okay. Any attacks on my king? He can attack my king this way. He can also attack my king this way. And locked up on this side. Okay. So my pieces are the black pieces. I've also got, if I just wanted to fork the bishop and the queen, I could. I could even take his knight. I could take it's a free knight. I feel like this is a move because of that, and then I get the queen. It's a check. He comes out over this way. Thing is, there's probably a way to win and not just get the queen. It's a guess. I'm guessing. Let's say I come here and this is moved. My knight is protected. This square is there. I can come this way. He's got that. He doesn't have that square. So I think this is made. Boom, and then boom. I think that's it. Oof. Am I right? Oh, I can't. Because it's absolute pinned. Check that out. You know what? Shit. Okay. Never mind. I'm wrong. It would have been kind of sexy, though. This pawn can't move. This knight cannot move either. I don't know if you guys knew this, but this knight, it's pinned. to my king. So it can't move. If you were thinking knight to f3, I mean, okay. What now? I'm all out of ideas. I'm dried up. I can take here. Why would I do that? It's awesome. It's awesome. That's an awesome move, so shut up. I don't think that's the move. I could move my king off kilter. I could have an off kilter king. So, problem. My king is pinned, meaning this knight, not only can it not move, it's not actually threatening any of these squares. Right? Because it can't move. It can make cool pictures. It can't move, though. So I can either block or attack the opponent's king a different way. For example, this pawn is not actually defended because that pawn is pinned absolutely to the king. So it can't do this for the same reason I can't do this. Is it possible? Is it possible to come down here? Sorry, not there. To come here and over? That's a check. He goes there, and I go there, and he goes there. And I'm like, well, shit. Well, shit. I want to move my king so that I can move my knight. But is there a way to get out of this? Or to do this without moving the king? Well, also kind of sexy. What if this was here? And then this guy was here. Right? Can he thwart that? Let's say I go here. Can he stop that? He can check me, but then I just take him. Yeah. All right. Let's see, you guys got it. Yep, bishop f3. See, you all knew. You knew like 10 minutes before I did. If we were in a movie, castle queen side. Dude, always castle. Always en passant. So let's check this out. There's going to be some chess with Bill. Are you ready? Put on your boots. The boots they go all the way up to the knee. Because this is going to be some serious horse shit. Okay? Chess with Bill. Yeah, you got the principles of chess. Yeah, I know. You know, like move your central pawns, get your pieces out, castle. Sure. You know what? Do those things. Those things are good. Anytime you can castle queenside, you better castle the queenside. Why? Because you're not a coward. Okay? You're not a coward, so you castle queenside. Okay? 2, anytime, and I mean anytime, you can en passant, you can en passant, you better en passant. You better en passant. Okay? Why? Because you're not a coward. That's why. Be a man. But seriously, sack the queen every time. If you have the chance, you better. Zeton's like, wow, great advice to lose, thanks. Listen, Zeton. I don't even remember our last game, but technically, you did follow my you did follow my advice, which was brave. It was brave. I played a game. I guess it was on Sunday or Monday, Sunday or Monday, and I lost. I can't remember who it was against. Was it Khalid? Was it Khalid? I can't remember. Anyway, one of the subscribers, and they sacked the queen at the very end. They were winning, but they sacked the queen, and they were like, "I'm gonna have two rooks versus your like queen and a rook," and they absolutely, no way. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk right now. At the start of this stream, maybe a little, maybe a little. Not right now though. All right, I'm just saying. You can play chess like a boss, or you can win. Which one do you really want to do? Black to move. So I feel like this is the move. For I'm not really thinking. Can't move in these places, right? I've got doubled up here, and I'm protecting those squares. So this check, he can't take back. And he can't move there. He can move there, though. So is there a different way to capitalize on this? I mean, I would love to do a check here. I keep on thinking the wrong way. What else do I see on here? I see this. That doesn't look very good. That's not cool. Taking the bishop opens this up and, for a queen eventually. But the thing is that with this check, I think he's just got to move back. Right? This way. There's the check here. And then this guy. But I think the king can get out. This guy, he's got to move back here. The king is there. This check, he takes the knight. Yeah, why can't I see these patterns so fast? My instinct is attack here, check, and then get the rook. Or what am I thinking? He could just take the pawn, or take the knight, and then he gets close. And who wants that? Like, really? No one really actually wants that. We don't want this for the king. Okay, so let me think through it. This check, it forces that. I love forcing moves. They're sexy. Now, since this pawn's gone, I could check the king. And he can take this way, of course. The tired is strong. Well, let's say this happens and he just takes this way. This check still does kind of work. No, it doesn't, because he can come here and get out. Guys, I'm so tired. Rook A2 seems like the right move. I just can't think past it. He's got one move to C1. King C1. Past that, I really want to think through it instead of just making moves. I really want to think through it instead of just making moves. What I want to do is this and then this, but that doesn't work, right? Because that happens. King's got to go there. I can check him, sure, but he takes, the dude. I check him and he gets out this way. That's no good. Here. Check. He moves up. I get his rook. So I have 2 rooks to his bishop and a rook. But after I take the rook, doesn't he just check me here? And he's got this. If I move back, it's checkmate. I can move there. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing that stuff. All right, this will be the last one because I'm like struggling so hard, and I know it's easy, and I just can't see it. Okay. I don't want to take. I want to force him there, right? Really, I want to force him back, like to there or something. I don't want the king to get this side of this pawn, if I can avoid it. Which is why I was considering this kind of thing. But then he gets in, closer to the pawn. I don't want that either. I was even thinking something like this, but I'm just overcomplicating it. God damn. I just cannot think past any moves. Fuck. I'm so tired. Check and back here, right? I don't see how it's not that. Can take here. Now the king's cut off. So if he does this, this is out of the way. Then what? Oh my god, my brain. That, and I can get the rook now. I mean, I'm definitely winning at that point. So I'm thinking this. He pushes there. Why not take the bishop? I could take there, but he's just going to take this way. I think you take the bishop, you lose this. Oh, God damn. All right, I'm going to try this because I cannot think. This can't be the right move. There's no way. I mean, it does get the rook. I'm going to go here. Thank God. Check lets him out. I get the rook. Check. Yeah, I think this is it. Takes. I mean, I could just come up this way. He moves out that way. Do I need to do that? Alright, I thought it was a checkmate, so it's just an advantage. Ugh. Y'all, I'm going to bed. It's time. It's time. CIS better possession, brother. Anyone want to play with me? My chess. ID Khalid 7864. Yeah, there's no mate there. Took me about 12 minutes to figure that out. Yeah, someone play with Khalid. Really good games there. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna roll. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. We've had several people watching. Buck Mud, Blood. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. Khalid, thanks for being back. Ztune, or Ztun. Thank you guys for the advice as well, and actually participating. That it helps the channel. It helps my mood and everything. We had some new people. I want to say Jamie's chess was on for a second, which is very cool. Jansen was on, one of the OGs. Gaming with Sarav. It's been a while since Gaming with Sarav has been on. Also, Eric was on at the very beginning, and he's new to the channel as well. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Goodbye, Crazy Bill. No doubt, dude. All right, I'll see you guys. I'll post some videos later on this week. They're scheduled and stuff, so hopefully you dig them. And let me know what you think. Do you dig what I'm posting? Here's a question I would actually like you guys to answer if you don't mind. I've been splitting up the chess games as a video, so it's like one game, and then the analysis as a separate video. Would you prefer them being one video where it's like there's a chess game and an analysis? Or do you like having just the game and just the analysis? That would be very good for me to know, because, you know, it's obviously about the same amount of work. But I don't really know what people... I'm just doing stuff here. I don't know. Say open video. Do you mean game and analysis, or do you mean game, one video, analysis, one video? You say you don't watch chess videos, but maybe both at once would be better. Yeah, I was kind of getting that idea. Yeah, okay, well, thank you very much. I will see you guys. Get game and announcement of it. I will start doing that. All right, guys. Peace.